I'm David Daniels, inventor of Strata Cut and co-founder of Bin Image Lab. Very early 80s, I investigated long tubes and structural clay as a programmable medium. Oh, I was young.
Hey, electric punch?
Oh, thanks, I'm parched.
This is Gary and Mike, and they asked me to do the acid trip, which was awesome, fun.
Easy. You just dropped like 4 hits of acid, man.
Pardon me?
Old now. Be a man.
I was young when I first started strata cutting. I dreamed it up when I was like 8 years old. I wanted to find a way that I could show my work and not have it look grungy and full of dust. So I started slicing it and realized that it had a very clean and pristine kind of surface. So when I was 21, I sat down and actually figured out the sort of logic and the language of time slice cutting. Chop, chop, chop here, and then you slice left, slice right. You like to get a big knife that's got a really clean blade and a very thin muscle. It took me about 6 weeks to develop the language, and it's taken me years to sort of grow it into an art form. It's a lot like earth strata or like cutting up cake. I'm a little older here, but I'm showing you how you build the tubes and cut away the animation pieces frame at a time. This is creating a couple of eyes for a Freaked Reminiscence album cover I did just last year. Yes, the bandage on the hand. That shows you when you slice badly, you can hurt yourself in this occupation. You build it up from the center out generally, like the center of the eyeballs, and then you move around to the irises, and you move out to the glasses, and you move outward each time as you're building it up vertically. As I'm building these loaves, I'm sort of building from the inside out, and you're seeing slices come out of what's buried inside there, just to give you an idea of where the slice lives invisibly inside of these extruded tubes, these time sculptures. The distortions you make are the animation. If you just had a line and it wasn't going anywhere, it wouldn't be animation. I'm trying pose-to-pose animation. These are the poses. You can see I'm laying out the lip sync over time. So I was actually literally trying to put in some of my animation training, which is to always anticipate the move of where you're going next by going sort of the opposite. This is a pour box to get a green screen. This took about 6 weeks. It shows you the full 7 feet. It shows you how much it weighed. That's in my basement. I love the cavities of the shapes. The openings are really helpful. Strata Cut's better when it's not fully just a block, but it's actually got the sculptural edges. A lot of these have been built but have never been animated or cut up yet because I'm waiting for the right technology to come along. It's very close. I think I'll start animating again once we have spatially dimensional 8K virtual reality capture. When I was 5 years old, we took over the kitchen table of my mother's house, my sisters and my brother and we started Claytown. So it's very similar to watching me be middle-aged and taking over the house again to spread clay everywhere in order to build Strata Cut blocks. My wife is very patient, allowing me to take over the living room. The man has such back problems and neck problems, he's wearing heat pads and braces in order to sit there for 8 hours a day accomplishing this. It's a really physically demanding toll. StrataCut.com is a website. I put up a lot of tutorials there. If you want to know more about how it's done and you don't mind long-winded videos of me trying to explain it, please go take a look.